Well, you know, the parenting adventure begins once you bring the baby home, right? Maybe it actually starts a little before that. Whether your baby's full term or premature, don't feel rushed out of the hospital door. Be sure to have your questions answered before you leave. You may want to consider maybe taking a class or two during your pregnancy. A lot of hospitals do offer free classes, including St. Joseph's Women's Hospital here in Tampa. But no matter how much you prepare, being a parent is no doubt the toughest job you'll ever love. The first time feeling will come and go, and it's normal to feel nervous. Or is it? Well, we'll answer those questions here. And how do you make sure the car trip home is safe? From bathing to breastfeeding to burping, you may have questions that arise once you're home. And, you know, heck, when do you call a doctor? Well, Angela Ardolino is here. She's the publisher of Tampa Bay Parenting Magazine, going to join us with some ideas now to kind of help us through this. It's been a while. I mean, 12 years since I went through this. I'm trying to think back on it now. Let's start with, you have some basic ideas for maybe a packing list for mom.
I think what's most important is that moms or even parents forget to take care of themselves. That they probably talk to their doctor and get the list of everything they're supposed to. There's a ton of websites that give you a list. But they don't remember that they need to take care of themselves most of all, because they're about to enter into a whole new world that they don't know about. And it makes sense to be nervous. You're going to have a whole bunch of emotions that are going to go on when that baby comes home. So it's really important when the mom is at the hospital that she brings things, 2 changes of clothing that she's comfortable in. She brings the essentials that makes it seem like she's at home, because she may be there for a couple hours or she may be there for a couple days. So it's really important for her to take care of herself. Make sure she brings the things, the essential snacks, things to keep her iPod, and mostly to be comfortable, because when she goes through that, she's going to really need to take care of herself.
And Dad should really take a role in this as well, because, you know, new mothers are a little flustered in a lot of ways.
I think it's so important that when they get home to realize that mom needs to recover. I mean, she just gave birth, so that you have help at home. Not only dad or family or even a nanny or a baby nurse to come help on those first couple days.
What about a packing list for your newborn?
All kinds of things. So you want to make sure they're comfortable also. So when they're going home, you want to pack 2 comfortable outfits for them also to make it easy for them to come home. And as you said, the car seat is the most important thing. You have to have a degree on how to install those things. They're so complicated. But when you're bringing home a newborn baby, it is the law that you have to bring them home in a car seat. And they recommend a rear-facing car seat as the best option, and put them in the rear, in the back seat until they're 2 years old.
Sure. Let's talk a little bit more. You touched on this a moment ago, but after you get home, you're going to need a lot of help.
Right.
What other advice have you got?
Don't invite friends and families to come over the first day you come home. You're going to need a couple days to recover. Send something out, maybe with a new baby picture saying he's home, they're great, everything's good, needs some time to recover, but that it is important that you do have some help. Babies cry 1 to 5 hours the first 24 hours, so there's a lot of crying. Don't freak out. It's very normal. It's a process that you need to get used to. If you have a pet, bring the baby blanket and put it in where the pet sleeps, so that the pet gets used to the baby. And the same thing with siblings.
That's a great tip as well.
Thank you.
And you will be sleep deprived.
Yes,
it's
you will.
Normal.
Absolutely. Your life will be crazy. And that's okay. Everybody's is. So it's not anything not normal. Just the crying is something that you need to get used to, and enlist help when you can.
All right, and you're going to be back next week to talk to us about how diet affects kids' behavior.
Right.
All right, thanks, Angela. And if you missed any of those points, want to share some with others, go to our website, abcactionnews.com, and you can also find help with a variety of parenting issues at the Tampa Bay Parenting website, tvparenting.com.